Well, Happy New Year. Today is Friday, January 1st, 2021. Yay, we're finally out of 2020. We all wanted to get out of there really quickly, didn't we? But today I've switched my meetings, but we'll get to that. The weekly highlight meeting this week is the best way to make decisions. Try this. Well, the first decision I made for 2021 was to change my weigh-in day. I usually get weighed on Saturdays, and I do my meeting highlights on Saturdays. From this point forward, Fridays is my new weigh-in day. I am going to weigh in on Fridays, do my meeting highlights. I will hope to get them up before 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Time, every Friday, and I will let you know the good news and the bad news of my weight. Hopefully, from this point on, it's only good news, but I have to tell you that right now, it's bad news. Really bad news. Really bad news. But let's take a look at the bad news. I warned you ahead of time, so hold on. Here we go. Can you believe it? 4.4 pounds I gained this week. And that was me trying to pay attention to what I was doing. It's like, so I weighed in this morning at 218.4. I have a gain this week of 4.4 with a total loss of 85.8 pounds. I'm still proud of the 85.8 pounds, but over the holidays from Thanksgiving until now, I gained 9.4 pounds. You know, as Sue B knows, I like to say, you're going the wrong way. It's not the way I want to go. In my defense, I really truly don't think I really gained 4.4 pounds. I had a gain this week. I knew I was going to have a gain. I think that my scale was a little generous with me last week with a 4.2 gain last week, because I think I should have gained a little bit more net last week than I did, but if you saw my video last week, you knew that I was a little surprised that I didn't gain more. But last night for New Year's Eve, I ate. I usually don't eat after dinner, and we had a heavy dinner. We had hamburgers and fries and onion rings, and I also had 2 cans of Pepsi. It's like, Sandy, what are you doing? And then at night while we were watching the festivities, Jim and I had cheese and crackers, and I had 2 cupcakes, and I had an ice cream bar. I just figured, you know what? It's the last day of this crappy year. I'm going to just go out with a bang. I'm just going to eat everything. I know it's going to show up tomorrow on the scale, but I don't really care. I know that New Year's Eve is just like any other day to me. It really is. Truly, truly is. But it was just like the end of the year, and I knew I was going to have a gain, and I knew I was switching my day and all that stuff. So I definitely will have a loss next week. Also, I wanted to thank Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate. I'm going to leave a link to her channel so you can go over there. She's going to make one of these trackers. I asked her if she'd make this for me, and she was very generous and nice, and she said she'd make it for me. And so she did. She made me 2 of them. I got to reprint the other one. But the one is a tracker. Let me let you see her address. Although I don't know what difference it would make because you're going to go over to her site anyhow, but just in case. She's gave me a weight loss tracker that I can tell you how much I've lost each month, so we'll keep a written record of that. And then she also gave me this one where you can do the days like once a week. It's going to show you. I'll fill this out for next week, and you'll see how it was. This is what I started with. And we'll see how I do. We're going to see how I do because I definitely want to get back. I'm really disappointed because I was so happy I was in the 90s. At one point I was 95.2. But now I'm what, 85.8, so that means I've gained 9.4. I don't like that. I don't like that. But I'm back on track. I'm going to show you my food again on my daily vlog. I'm going to do a menu. I'm just going to, I really do think that Fridays are going to work out better for me. I eat lightly on Friday anyhow, and in the past when I would weigh in on Saturday, I would just think, well, it's Saturday, I've already weighed in, let me do what I want, and I would eat whatever I wanted and I go crazy and then get back on track on Sunday. For my own personal religious reasons, I eat very lightly on Friday, so I'm thinking this is going to give me my little jump start to the weekend. So that's what I'm hoping. And I'm going to drink more tea and more water. I haven't been drinking enough water because I usually drink about, I would say I probably drink about 100 ounces of water a day, and I think I was down to like maybe 16. And I didn't drink that much tea, but I'm going to drink more tea now. So I'm just going to keep myself full. So that anyway, we're 5 minutes in, and I haven't even talked about the meeting yet. Let's get to the meeting, because you didn't tune in to hear me babble on. The best way to make decisions, try this. On average, humans make over 200 decisions a day. No wonder they're so hard to make when we're so tired. That's true. Planning what we're going to do in advance. If this happens, I can do this. Planning what we're going to do in advance can help us make those in the moment, should I eat all of the leftover holiday cookies choices a whole lot easier. Well, it's a whole lot easier now because Jim and I did finish off the cookies last night. So there's no more cookies left. No more fudge left. And the cupcakes are gone. So all of my food temptations are out of the house right now. This is what they tell you to do. Create a guideline ahead of time so you aren't wasting any energy making a good-for-you decision in the moment. The first thing is identify a scenario. Pinpoint a scenario where you often make a in-the-moment decision you wish you didn't. The example they give you is maybe you want to eat more fruit but always end up heading to the cabinet for cookies instead. Well, the problem with me, I think, is I eat way too much fruit. I eat way too much fruit. My goal for this year is to try to get a vegetable at every meal and try to eat a little less fruit. I know that fruit is still good for you, and I know it's a natural sugar, and I know that like the berries that I eat are very low in calories and they're very high in nutrients and stuff like that. But like a serving size is a cup. I'm probably eating 2 cups at a setting. So I'm not going to eliminate my fruit, but I'm going to cut back a little bit and kind of replace it with a little bit more vegetables. So that's one thing that I can do. Number 2 is decide what to do. Determine ahead of time what you actually want to do. The example is it could be that you want to eat a piece of fruit while watching TV after dinner. I want to get back to, after dinner, brushing and flossing my teeth. Because once I've flossed my teeth for the night, I don't like flossing. I hate flossing, but I do it every night. And the thought that if I ate something I'd have to go floss again, no, is it really worth it? You know, because I am going to floss every night. So that helps me out too. I'm not a big eating after dinner type of a person. I don't eat dinner till like 6:30, 7 o'clock anyhow, but I don't go to bed till 2 or 3 in the morning. So I have a lot of time between 7 and 2 that I could be eating. And but like I said, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to start flossing and brushing my teeth right after dinner. Number 3, create a guideline. Use your answers to 1 and 2 to fill in the blanks of the sentence. Okay, when blank happens, when hunger happens, I'll do, when hunger happens, I'll do my best just to get another glass of water or make a pot of tea. Your version might be, when I sit down to watch TV, I'll bring a piece of fruit with me. See, I have the bad habit, I eat all my meals in front of the TV. And, you know, I could sit at a table and watch TV. And I could just sit at a table. But I'm just used to it. I'm aware of what I'm eating. I've portioned out what I'm going to eat, so it's not like I'm sitting at a table and I'm eating, like out of a bag of chips. I have portioned onto my plate, but if you've seen my videos, you've seen I have pretty big portions. That's another goal that I'm going to have, is try to cut back on my portions. When I watch other people on YouTube and I look at their portion sizes and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's hardly anything. And then I look at mine and I'm thinking, well, I think you're a little overdoing it, Sandy. So I need to start following the example of the people I'm following, because they're losing weight. Obviously, I'm not. I gained 4.4 pounds. And the last thing they say is check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Review your guideline to make sure it's truly doable. It shouldn't require a lot of effort or be hard to stick to. That way it'll be more likely you'll use it. The more you use it, the more second nature it'll become. To me, just putting the fruit on my plate, the blueberry, not the blueberries, the blackberries, the raspberries, and the strawberries, just goes without saying that's going to be on my breakfast plate. And a huge portion of it. No, I'm going to cut back a little bit on that. I'm just determined, obviously, to lose this 4.4, definitely to lose the 9.4 pounds that I've gained, and then to keep going on to reach my Wonderland goal and my 100-pound goal. But I'm going to do it. I know I am. I really do think, and I do believe that switching my day till Fridays is going to really make a difference in my whole outlook on everything. So we'll see next week. We'll see how it works. And I'm predicting I'm going to have a pretty good loss next week. So come back next week and hold me to my word. If I haven't got a big loss next week, let me know. Give me some in the comments below next week if I don't reach at least a 2-pound loss. That's my goal this week, a 2-pound loss. After I gain 4.4, I think a 2-pound loss is not unrealistic. Actually, this looks pretty good. It's a baked beef ziti. It's 7 points on all plans. The picture doesn't do it really justice, I don't think. But it does look pretty good. But I agree with so many people on YouTube that are complaining about Weight Watcher recipes. I do have oregano in my spice rack, but I don't have thyme and rosemary. I don't have that. They need to find some recipes that you have like everyday common spices. And maybe it's just me. Maybe that's a common spice, but I don't use rosemary and I don't use thyme. And I never knew it was really a spice until I heard it in a Simon and Garfunkel song. And then I thought, is that really thyme? What are they talking about? And then I realized it was a spice. Anyway, oh, you know what? And it's 1/8 of a casserole. I wonder how big that's going to be. How big a pan do they put it in? Doesn't say how big a pan they're putting it in. 8 pieces. Well, I guess 8 pieces isn't so bad when you say it that way, I guess. So anyway, welcome to Friday weigh-ins, and it'll be better. Trust me, it will be better. And once again, the best way to make decisions, just try to make a better decision. That's all we can do. Try to make a better decision. Okay, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share it if you think somebody might like to see it. If you're used to seeing me on Saturdays, obviously this is still going to be posted always, so you can watch it when you want, obviously. But look for me before 1 o'clock Eastern Time next Friday, and I will have my weekly highlight posted with my at least 2-pound loss. As always, believe in yourself, and be safe. Talk to you guys on my daily vlog.